Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Columbus Day. Just kind of chilling. Figured I'd do a video update on the Mercedes-Benz. So, oh, I thought I saw Mariana coming out. There she is. Anyways, I'll do a little update. I've fixed a lot on it, and it's hard for me to remember everything that I've done, and I should record it when I'm doing it, and I don't, so it is what it is, I guess. But yeah, so I'm just gonna try to go through and try to remember and kind of just walk through everything that I've done, and we'll go from there. Alright, so there she is, shooting the video in kind of fisheye lens. So, you know, if everything looks kind of fisheye-y, that's why. My phone has 5 cameras in it, and so this is the widescreen camera, or you know, super wide angle. So it gets a little fisheye, but kind of a little walker. I haven't even taken it to the car wash yet, so she's just kind of chilling, like dirty, like when I picked her up. Little cameo here. But yeah, so anyway, we'll start at the front and then we'll work our way back. I think will probably be the best. So let's go ahead and open her up here. Let's see. Get down here and pop the hood. There we go. Oh yeah, a little bit of rusty love there. All right. So popping the hood requires 2 hands. So excuse me real quick. Alright, so hood's open. Oh, we'll just start over here and work our way around like pre-trip in a semi. So first of all, you have, well, a 12-year-old battery. Seems to be working alright. I need to check the water in it. There's that. That's the mono valve. It's the heat control valve, basically. You know, controls how much coolant comes into the car. If you look down here, the plethora of heater core lines, there's actually an electric motor just under these that pumps extra coolant into the heater core when the car's, well, because when the car idles, it doesn't pump very well. And you eventually get like lukewarm to kind of cool water in the interior. So that's what that little electric motor's down there is for. You can't even see it. It's actually black and then it's dark, so you can't see it, but it wasn't working. Found a bad fuse, replaced it. It's working great now. Right here is the windshield washer fluid. And if you look here, this is not the factory mounting for the pump. The factory pump is right there, like any other car in the world. But it went bad. And so the previous owner, instead of replacing it, because, you know, it cost 20 bucks, maybe 30, decided that they would get this electric motor, mount it to the top here, drill a hole in the tank, and shove a line into it, cut the factory wiring connector, do that because, you know, reasons, and then that. It works, so I'm not going to replace it, but ridiculous. Like why'd you do that? You had a rubber grommet right here. You could have just poked a small hole in. Like, what is your brain? Anyway, got a little bit of interestingness going on here. My smart start homies are gonna know what that purple wire is. For anyone else, that is a starter wire. These are your battery lines. I don't know what all this this mounting going on. I don't know what's happening here. And then there's an additional one here. So I don't know what's going on there. It's just basically power lines to and from the starter. I don't know what kind of splice that is or why it's there. Let's see. I did the car a favor. Took care of the EGR. Of course, that's the thermo valve that goes to the EGR here. And so we just unplugged it and blocked it. Screw it. So now it has no supply. I'll redo it all, make it look all nice one day, but I just don't care for right now. Let's see what else. Radiator has a small leak. It is a factory bear. Saw some wetness along here the other day, and it's left a puddle or two. Those are oil drips. It's left a small puddle or two, but now it doesn't seem to be leaking, so got to keep my eye on that, because I saw it pooling at the bottom of the radiator as well. So I don't know what's up with that. Thermostat's in good shape, no need to change it. In the previous video I called this a trans cooler. This is not a trans cooler. This is an engine oil cooler, and yes, it is as big as it looks. That's probably 2 feet by 4 inches by 2.5. It is gigantic. I mean, it's the biggest factory oil cooler I've ever seen in my life. Trans cooler is built into the radiator. The lines are on the bottom of the radiator on both sides. So let's see. Of course, we fixed the tach amplifier in the last. I didn't do it in the video, but I've explained it in the last video. Glow plug relay working fine. Let's see. Fuel filter here needs to be replaced. Oil filter's under there. I'm gonna replace it. But yeah. Let's see. Injection pump tuning. So I turned up what's called the Alda here. Got it turned up so making a little more power, but really the heart of the power is on the back side of the pump here. You got to pull a cover off, and there's a bolt in there you can turn to really crank her up, but you got to remove the oil filter housing to do that, and that is no fun. Even though I have to remove it to change the seal at the bottom because it's leaking, because, you know, old car. And when I do that, I'll turn the pump up a little bit, get a little more power out of it. But I need to get a EGT gauge and a trans temp gauge at the bare minimum in here. So let's see, let's make our way this way. This wire is for an aftermarket radio they had installed. I'll put an aftermarket radio in it. I don't know why it's got its own dedicated non-fused wire, so I'm going to remove it and run it off the car's factory wiring. I don't know why it's there. The car's radio had 12 volts. Trust me, it turned on when it was new. So anyways, this vacuum line here was unplugged when I bought the car. Not sure where it went, so I decided to, as you can see, it kind of goes into the fender here. So I pulled the inner fender cover yesterday, and that's the vacuum reservoir back there. So they had the vacuum reservoir unplugged. I don't know why. Cars like to have vacuum all the time. And you know, you can purge things that don't need vacuum under certain situations, but it's nice to always have a reserve of vacuum, so, you know, that's retarded. Let's see, anything on the front? Like I said, I did find the block here. I haven't tested it yet, so more updates to come on that. But yes, it is there. We'll actually hang it at the bottom there. There we go. Oh, that's glorious. Alright, let's see. Make our way around. I ordered a new hood star. So it's on its way. Chinese, of course, because they're like less than 20 bucks with free shipping. Let's make our way inside. I've removed every door panel and greased everything. Let's see here. Cool thing about these door hinges is they have this little valve here. It's like a Zerk, and there's a little door in there, and you push the straw of a greaser in, and it'll push it in. And you just hose it, and it'll actually just fill. It pushes from the inside out. So that's pretty cool. Pulled door panels off, fixing door locks and everything. Vacuum pump's completely missing, which we'll see in the trunk here in a minute. Let's see. I was able to fix that outer door lock, so now I can lock the car with the key, but I gotta do it from the passenger side. There's something wrong with that lock cylinder on the driver's side. I'm not sure why, but it just does not work. Let's see, the back windows I have up now. I pulled the door panels off of there and wedged them up. This door, yes. Okay, one sec, sweetie. This door, the electrical connection for the window motor has been disconnected and capped off, so I don't know what's up with that. The back passenger, the window motor spins, but there's a broken plastic gear, so it doesn't do anything. Let's give Mariana her snake. She left it at a restaurant yesterday. Mariana! You can play with it right now, that's okay. Alright, somebody cut 2 giant holes in the compartments there that are supposed to open up, and they're storage bins. Those are the speaker covers. And somebody decided to cut holes in those old bins and put 6x9s in. Because, you know, why the hell not? Little fact most people don't know about. Aluminum. The trunk lid is aluminum, and the hood is aluminum. So, a little ditty for you there. So let's see here. Let's move the garbage. Oh yeah. That's got a little weight to it. Oh yeah, smoke that bulb out. Smoke all that. Now, look in here. What do we see? A 3-pin wire connector and a vacuum line. Because this, my friend, is where the vacuum pump mounts to control the door locks. And, you know, the previous owner in their infinite wisdom thought it would be a great idea to remove it. Because, you know, as you do when you want things to work, you just take them out when they don't work. Because somehow that'll just make the car work again. I don't know. People be retarded. But either way, I believe that concludes most of it. Fixing door locks, fixing stuffs, greasing her up. She hasn't been greased in God knows when. Yeah, and she's leaky. But what would you expect from an old diesel, right? Oh yeah, that reminds me. There is no broken motor mount on the other side. In the previous video, what looked like a broken motor mount is not. I'm gonna climb under here. Let's see, can you see it? You can't really see it from here, but that's the motor mount and it's fine. The engine has shocks on both sides, like shock absorbers. And over there, the top shock mount's broken. So the shock is shoved up, which I can't see from here, and I really don't feel like crawling around that much. But that's what it is. Just a broken shock, engine shock. So, motor mounts are good. Anyway, I'm pretty sure that concludes this 13-14 minute long video. So, you know, if you made it this far, God help you. You truly have no life, and may God have pity on your soul. So, until then, that's the Mercedes-Benz.